Alright, I want to welcome you guys back to Borderlands pre-sequel. I got a video today for y'all. Today, I'm going to be reviewing what I think is potentially a game that I hated at one time. A game that I had a lot of hate for at one time, you know, but hey, you look at the stuff that I have on my characters now, and I'm not that hater guy anymore, bro. That was just a long time ago, and you know, sometimes things happen. That's the best way I can put it. So, with that being said, I wanted to tell you guys that I feel a lot better about this game. Now, back in the day, I absolutely despised this game. I hated this game. Especially when the Claptrap DLC first came out and EOS was a boss. Oh my gosh. The first time I got to him on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, I wanted to goddamn tear my game apart. I was so mad at it. Like, and give me just a second, guys. What do you want? Not even out there. If he is, you need to stop, Oliver. Where is he at? I think he's outside. Anyways, come get that dog in a minute. I don't know. He shouldn't want to go outside. I'm gonna put this, these pizza toppings right there. Okay, anyways, guys, as I was saying, I absolutely hated this game back then. I didn't like it. This game was actually among my least favorite games. I was not a big guy when it came to Borderlands pre-sequel. I remember I played the shit out of Borderlands 2. Hours into that game, like days into that game, entire months into that game. And anyways, in today's video, we're going to be basically discussing how I feel about this game and different parts of it, what makes me like Borderlands pre-sequel now, because I had a huge hate for it before. So, I know you guys always like to let me know, basically. Oh yeah, you released this video a long time ago, talking about how much you hate this game. You said, oh, you despise this game, you hate this game. And, well, that couldn't be further from the truth. What are you doing? Oliver, what the... Oliver, get inside. What are you doing? Crazy boy, get in here. Come on, Ollie. Come on, buddy. Get in there. So I play a lot of other games, but I thought today I would review this game, spend maybe an hour on this game, and just review what I think to be one of the best Borderlands games. Now, I will argue between all the Borderlands games, Borderlands 3 is my least favorite right now. This game somehow beats out Borderlands 3 at basically everything. Now, I never am too sure whether the first game was never am sure where I rank them versus each other. They really are hard to rank. And I've seen myself putting the first one in terms of playability way higher, but in terms of fun that you can have, and this one does not feel like mobbing. I will tell you, this game feels a lot more like, oh, that's that Borderlands where you could just run through people, and once you got the luck cannon, you could just mob everybody, right? That's the fun part about this game. You get the luck cannon, you get a good weapon, early on in the game, other Borderlands game is, yeah, you could get something good or you could get something bad. It's really not random. As far as games go, I absolutely love the sequel in terms of gameplay. I have said before, I hate the gameplay for the Claptrap Voyage, or the Claptastic Voyage. I do not like that DLC. There's a part of me that hates that DLC. I will be real with you guys. I do not like that DLC. That DLC was like in the bottom of my heart. Like, that's how low that DLC is for me. But at the same time, I absolutely love that DLC. That DLC is in my heart. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, you know? Is that DLC really is that good, even though people will hate on it, including myself. It actually is a good DLC. Now, as to whether it deserves some unnecessary hate, I'm not too sure. I will say, I know some people are fans of that DLC, but I'm not gonna hate it just because
I want you, big guy!
That I absolutely do not like. So that's because I made to go back and see that, I made a video on that. After that, this is not how I actually do this. I feel like I pretty much lied to you. So, yeah, I do want to apologize. No, I never did actually do that. There was no, like, apology about how I felt. And just kind of not being able to tell you guys the truth at that time. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, oh yeah, but that was just, you didn't say the truth yet. You didn't know how you felt. And the truth is, yeah, I didn't know how I felt. But at the end of the day, I did what I had to do, you know. I didn't like the game. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't a fan.
Here it comes!
It added the proletarian revolution. It added the luck cannon. It added the what's the other one? Oh my god. The flare, which is a extremely good weapon, by the way. I don't even need to talk about how many times I've got that shotgun. It is, wow, that shotgun does so much damage. It's very good on Wilhelm and Jack. It just generally on every character, but Wilhelm, Jack, and Nisha benefit the best from that. So, I don't really need to go in depth. I think we already know just how good the DLC is. I mean, now, me, myself, I do owe you guys an apology there, because I really said the DLC was garbage. The DLC didn't turn out to be garbage. So it was almost like I lied, and I want to make it clear that I was not trying to lie to you guys. Not my goal at all. So I wanted to make it 100% with you guys that I was not trying to lie about anything or, you know, give you guys a misconception about something. You know, I was just, in the end of the day, I was trying to do what I could.
Tim's on making that badass scream!
Oh, I forgot fire. Best weapon. Oh, I forgot that. I don't know. You think the Jackal cannon will do a lot?
Here comes the pain!
Still not. Well, the luck cannon is not banging for a bunch of damage, and the reason why is luck cannon doesn't do a lot of damage, unless they have. So, that's another thing. The luck cannon is not.
Time to dance, asshole!
Or make difficult criticals in the game, probably, that hit. And I just wanted to kill Meg real quick for some XP and to kind of see what she would drop. It wasn't worth it because it didn't end up giving me the legendary SMG she dropped, but you know, I guess I enjoyed it. Anyway, yeah. Let's get back into this little review about, honestly, one of my favorite games. And you know, little interfacer reference, by the way. First Siberian shotgun. Yeah, so I thought I just needed to confirm with you guys, like, that, oh yeah, I do love this game, and I think it is amazing. I am definitely one of those people that is, like, a huge Borderlands fanatic, so regardless of the Borderlands, I am huge on it, and I absolutely love the series. You know, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I really love the series, but I really love the series. There is a couple things wrong with this game, and one of them seems to be having to respawn quite a bit. The Ultimate Vault Hunter mode is extremely difficult. This is another thing that we need to kind of talk about. Why is Ultimate so hard? So, I often find it that Ultimate Vault Hunter mode feels like I am literally playing the hardest game mode in the game. Well, not hardest game mode in the game, because obviously it is the hardest game mode in the game. But, you know, Ultimate often feels like I'm playing some ridiculous, you know, game mode, and like it's just this impossible thing, and I mean, it's not necessary, but yeah, that's kind of what Ultimate feels like. I'm gonna hurry up and wrap up this review as I just got invited to a party, but yeah, I really enjoy the game, and honestly, if I'm able to give a personal review on this, I have to give this game, honestly, a 7.0. And the reason I say a clear 7 is because I can't give it an 8, because it is nowhere near the level of Borderlands 1, honestly, on, like, the spectrum of fun. I mean, Borderlands 1 ain't fun, don't get me wrong, it's complete mobbing. It's not absolutely fun, but at the same time, Borderlands 1 is a lot more fun than this game. I just feel like there's something missing in this game. Very interesting job. Yeah. Just the whole thing is crazy on Borderlands, you know. But this game just feels completely, you know, wholesome and enjoyable. The only thing I ever had a problem with was the Claptrap DLC final boss on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, because it felt like unless you had the luck cannon already, or a really good weapon with the perfect build, you weren't taking this guy out. I personally had to get a really good elemental resistance shield. I had to get the Flacker and the Nukem to take this guy out, literally, because he was so hard. I think once you beat him once in story mode, he's fine. But after that, you fight him, and this guy, oh boy, he gives you a challenge, I mean. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear, you know. It's gonna be like, oh yeah. As for there's definitely stuff here that is wrong. And it's by no means a perfect game. But don't get me wrong, this 7 rating is not a perfect rating. It's nowhere near a perfect rating. And trust me, if I was going to have a perfect rating on this game, yeah, it would be impossible, because this game is not worthy of a perfect rating. No matter what you say, like, this game is, it's just very hard to rate this game. And even though I've played it all these years, I still can't rate this game correctly for some reason. I have to give it like a perfect 7. I don't. Honestly, no. I don't like the game, but I like the game. It's one of those weird games that really high about it. I'm going to be honest. In my opinion, it's better than Need for Speed 2015. And that's my actual opinion.
Let's play Journey.
The game is a really good game, and in the Borderlands genre, it's really good. I mean, it's better than Borderlands 3. So, in Borderlands 3, I would rate that like maybe a 5.5. Like, Borderlands 3 was essentially garbage. Like, I don't know if you guys get that, but Borderlands 3 was essentially trash. The whole thing. And at least this game has a repeatable story that feels fresh and good every time you play it. So I give this game a solid 7, maybe a 6.9 for some of you guys who don't like it a little bit. But yeah, pretty solid 7. This game is right there, but there is some flaws, whether it be gameplay, legendary items. Every game has its flaws, but this game is a just perfect solid 7, you know, because all the characters have their own flaws, all the weapons have flaws in their own way. There is no perfect items in this game. Nothing is perfect. This isn't Borderlands 2, which I would honestly give like a 10 to or a 9.5. Like, it's that good, but this game is a 7 because it just lacks what it takes to be that top-notch Borderlands game. It lacks a couple of things, and one of those major things is raid bosses. There's one raid, or technically 2 raid bosses in the game. It lacks a lot of raid bosses that Borderlands 2 had. It also lacks a lot of unique drops. And for that to make up, they added these cool drops later on in later patches. The machine, Old Painful, you know, all those. And then eventually made the hail drop from Irajira. So you have more compensation for it, which is why I ranked it a little bit higher. There is things they did to make this game a little bit better. And you could argue Irajira is a raid boss in his own sort of way. I mean, because he's kind of a side boss that is only available after story. Not after story, but it's only available as like an Easter egg. So yeah, he's really cool. But this game, 7. I'm going to state that for the last time. This game gets a 7 out of 10. It's just not perfect enough or solid enough like the other Borderlands games. I'm telling you, if I was to rate Borderlands 1, probably an 8.5. If I was to rate Borderlands 2, probably a 9.5 or 10. Something like that. And if I was to rate Borderlands 3, it probably would be a 5. That's how bad it is. So this game is about almost 3 stars higher than Borderlands 3, to give you an idea of how much better this is. I enjoy the gameplay, I enjoy the characters, the abilities. Everything about this game is amazing. I definitely suggest purchasing it. There is no, I'm not going to suggest this game situation with this game. I will suggest that you guys purchase this. I think it is a great purchase if you do purchase it. It has been on sale a lot, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to purchase it. This game is always on sale, and you can get it for dirt cheap from video game stores. So I definitely recommend getting it. If not, getting the Handsome Collection so you can get all the bonus skins, heads, and golden keys and stuff when you start out. Even though golden keys aren't nearly as good as Borderlands 3's golden keys, I highly recommend you guys play this game. Huge recommendation, not as much as Borderlands 2, but very high recommendation. And honestly, that's my review for the pre-sequel, guys. I'm pretty sure I covered just about everything in this review. And if there's any reason for me to have you guys play this game, I'm going to say the number one reason I suggest it is for you guys to experience the charismatic, crazy story of how Jack becomes a villain. I would love for you guys to experience that yourselves the first time. That's the number one reason I suggest this game, other than it being fun. And I highly recommend co-op if you're gonna get this game. So get your friends together and play it. That's probably the best way to enjoy this game, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's definitely more fun co-op, and I hope that was enough for you guys. I tried to provide what I could. Maybe in the future we'll have some more Borderlands 3 I will just go about maybe some character builds, stuff like that.
I think I got
So you guys have a nice day and enjoy. Ultimately, I'm just going to tell you guys, this game's fun, and you got a friend to play with, I highly recommend it. That's probably the specifically this one and Borderlands 2. These two are absolute masterpieces when played in co-op. I'm not even going to get started without playing I highly recommend that to you guys. Co-op play. You guys should definitely get this. I think it's in the store for maybe 15 bucks right now, so definitely worth acquiring Borderlands the pre-sequel upon your purchase in the store. I gotta say right now my internet has been bad lately, guys, on a side note, so most of these videos, yes, they're going up on my computer, which somehow has good internet compared to my Xbox. My Xbox has really bad internet lately, so it's getting real hard to do these streams because my Xbox doesn't want me to. It's becoming a real clear thing that my Xbox doesn't like the idea of me streaming and making these videos for you guys. So yeah, I don't know, man. And I will have more Borderlands reviews and weapon reviews and guides out eventually, even if it ends up being the end of the year by the time I'm done with it. I will have the Borderlands 1, all of those weapon reviews out. I plan on making them YouTube shorts, but you know, we'll get there eventually. I'm gonna make sure to read up on each weapon in case there's like a special thing to it that I missed. But yeah, I am going to be making lots of YouTube videos both this month and next month, and pretty much all of the months coming up, because I have a ton of Need for Speed content for you guys, and maybe some more Borderlands content in the next few months, so stay tuned for that. Potentially some Borderlands 1 weapon review shorts. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side, man.